Then good morning to all my dear students. Students, today we will continue chapter number 18, direct and indirect speech. And today we will discuss how to convert imperative sentence into indirect speech. Imperative sentences are those sentences that express the request, command, or advice. Okay, and the following things that you have to remember for this type of conversion, for the type of imperative sentences. First thing is that the reporting verb is changed to order, request, or advise according to the sense of the reported speech, what it conveys. Either it is requesting, either it is commanding, or either it is ordering something. Then other suitable words you can you can use other than this order, request, or advice are ask, beg, command, encourage, forbid, invite, remind, tell, urge, warn. And the verb of the reported speech is changed into an infinitive, that is to go, to open, to come, etc., instead of imperative form used by the speaker. Let's take an example, then it will be more clear to you. Like the example is, father said to me, put the newspaper on the desk. Now here father is giving you some work that put the newspaper on the desk. So how will you convert father told me to put the newspaper on the desk? This is the way you are going to write the first verb of the reported speech, that is put, into an infinitive form. Infinitive means when we use to with the main verb, that is put will be written as to put. We add to before the verb. I hope now it is clear. If you see the second example, he said to us, please stand up. Now here order has been given to you that you need to stand up. Now it's not an order, it's a request, sorry. Please stand up. So here you will write, he requested us to stand up, or you may write, he asked us to stand up. Clear everyone? Then third is the officer said to the soldiers, shoot. Now here the officer is giving command to the soldier to shoot. So how will you write? The officer commanded the soldiers, or you may write ordered also. The officer ordered the soldiers to shoot. Next example, Ramesh said to Leela, please give his application to the teacher. Now Ramesh is requesting Leela regarding some work, regarding the application to be given to the teacher. So how will you write? Ramesh requested Leela to give. Now here we will not use please, because again already we have used requested word here. So there is no need to write please again, because we have used requested word before we have used requested word in the reported verb. Okay, so Ramesh requested Leela to give his application to the teacher. Next is, the teacher said to the students, work hard and be regular in your studies. Now here the teacher is giving advice to the students. So how will you write? You may write, the teacher advised to the students to work hard and be regular in your studies. Okay, next is, Satish said to the headmaster, pardon my fault, sir. Now here Satish is begging to the headmaster for the forgiveness. Now how will you write? Satish begged his headmaster to pardon his fault. Clear? Now next is, the teacher said to the students, do not make a noise. Now here you will write, the teacher asked the students not to make a noise, or you may write, the teacher forbade the students to make a noise. Forbade means to refuse or to say no for something. To say no for something. Okay. So the teacher forbade the students to make a noise. Forbade in Hindi means किसी को किसी चीज़ के लिए मना करना. Okay. So like this, you have to convert imperative sentences into indirect speech. I hope this is clear to everyone. Related to this, exercise 4 is there. Solve exercise 4 on your own and then match the answers from solution PDF. Next is how to convert interrogative sentences into indirect speech. Now, when we have done active to passive, I told you that interrogative will remain in its interrogative form. Okay, we cannot change its form, but here slight changes there. First thing is that the reporting verb will be changed into asked, inquired, or demanded. Because here we are asking something, we are demanding something, we are inquiring something. Inquiring means to ask for something, right? Next is whether or if is used as a introductory verb when the question begins with have, has, may, do, did, is, are, or when you know the answer will be either yes or no. If you are providing any choice to somebody on in which the return answer will be yes or no, then in that case you have to use whether or if as the reporting introductory verb in the reported speech. Then all questions beginning with interrogative words, interrogative words are how, why, where, who, which, when, etc. Do not take the word whether or if for that if you are asking a question. But if you are asking a question where you are giving a choice to somebody whose answer in return will be yes or no, then in that case you have to use whether or if. Then tenses, pronouns and words, they will change accordingly as we have discussed their rules in the previous classes. Okay, now let's see the example, then it will be more clear to you. The teacher said to Gopal, have you found out your mistake? Now the teacher is asking Gopal that have you found out your mistake, and its answer will be yes or no. So here in this case you have to use whether or if. So the teacher inquired Gopal if he had found out his mistake. Clear everyone? Second, I said to the bookseller, can you show me some good books? Now here again the answer will be yes or no. So here also we will use if for whether. So I asked the bookseller if he could show me some good books. Okay. Now one thing I missed, that interrogative form will be changed into assertive form in the indirect speech. It will not remain in the interrogative form. It will be changed into assertive form, statement form. Question form में वो नहीं रहेगा. It will be changed into assertive form. Okay. Next is the stranger said to me, what is your name? Now the stranger asked me what my name was. My mother said to me, where did you come from? My mother inquired me, or you can say my mother asked me where I came from. So I hope this is clear to you. These two topics we have discussed today, conversion of imperative sentences and conversion of interrogative sentences into indirect speech. And related to this, exercise 4 and exercise 5 I had given to you. Solve it and match the answer from solution PDF. And after this, only one topic is left that we will do in the next class. So I hope today's lecture is clear to you. So take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.